Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P Funk. Thinking right out here in the lab. What I do for you, rocking my new blue. How you like it? It's there for your ordering. If you like it, put your order in, download the information on my page. You know the deal, but let's go. I ain't big on commercial. I ain't big on that, but I got stuff. If you want it, let me know. I got you. All right. I'm a teacher. Let's get this lesson. Rightism. 25 rules to live by. Storytelling. Story with a message. There's a message in the story for life. I give life lessons. You tune in and receive them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's rock. Right Thinkers mission, and that's what I'm on, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinkers, way of life, through mental and spiritual discipline, like Forrest Greg, the drunk guy, all right, but through mental and spiritual discipline daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. That's my mission, that all right thinkers know thyself through the lessons that I give you daily. That's all you got to do. Practice, implement them, and you will know thyself. Trust me. I asked the question, do you know you? It's rhetorical. But if you don't have the answer, tune in. I can help you with that. That's what I do for you. Let's go. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple. You teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. Appreciate you too. I got more for you. Stay tuned. A person who knows not and believes and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows but knows not that they know spiritually asleep. It's okay. I can awaken them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself, and to my yacht, be true. I've been doing my spiritual perceptive thing in initiation. It's important that you know what's going on. So today I'm gonna give you a little quick lesson about the tradition of initiation. These are all things that you should understand and learn before you get involved in any group, any organization. You should know what they're doing and know what it's about. Trust me, do your homework. So let's go. Right thinkers, talk about the tradition of initiation. Now, you got those who are seriously interested in pursuing spiritual life, and they should follow the instructions that I've been given in the previous lessons, seeking to what? Purify themselves so as to become what? A proper vessel to recognize and understand the teacher when he or she arrives. They tell you when the student ears is ready, the master will appear. That means until you're open to hear the truth, you'll never know the master came and went, whatever. So that's the concept, okay? But now there is a tendency sometimes what? To engage in the flights of emotionality and in a psychic context that can be made when what? You begin to discover the inner dimensions of your mind. You're starting to become conscious. You're starting to have glimpses of certain things in your mind. Again, this is all mental. And you have what? Sometimes you have aspirants who what? Who believe that they have encountered genuine divine personality, God, but not really realizing that what? These are what? Expressions of what? Their own mental creation, as if what? In a dream. In your dream world, you creating everything that's in it, and you're part of it. That's what God told to us conceptually. But then you got others who believe what? That since they have experienced a certain psychic energy or have developed certain psychic abilities, that this is in and of itself, it constitutes spiritual enlightenment. Au contraire, mon frere. Because you have a psychic ability that you can tap into every now and then by accident, not really knowing how to control it, you ain't really got nothing. We all have a talent that was given to us by our Creator. You must clearly understand that psychic phenomena, which is the power, do not necessarily signify what? Or accompany spiritual enlightenment, such as we are discussing here. Spiritual enlightenment is gaining knowledge, manifesting the principles that we live by, that we manifest for ourselves, and you become enlightened through your daily practice, and you have your own God experience. If you have a special psychic power, that's not spiritual enlightenment. That's what they're trying to tell you. That's what I want you to understand. Watch this. Spiritual enlightenment is nothing short of what? Your mystical union with God. Some of us, again, think because they had that glimpse. Oh, I get it. I'm woke. No, you just had a glimpse. Okay, that's what they called it. So therefore, watch this. While people may exhibit great feats of psychic nature or amazing control of the bodily functions, such as what? Living without food for weeks or months, or holding the breath for hours, etc. All the amazing body feats. And when you go up into the Shaolin Temple, you're going to be seeing amazing physical feats done on a regular basis. That's what they do. Okay. Excuse me. Now, because you can achieve amazing feats, don't make you spiritually enlightened. That's the concept. Understand that. So let's go. Now, watch this. They body functions such as but these again are not, but they are not, but automatically equated with spirituality. Nothing to do with it. And indeed may have anything to do with spirituality. Again, like I said, enlightenment. Wait, excuse me, let me go back over that. Indeed, they may, watch this, may have anything to do with spirituality, but in regard to the particular person who possesses such powers, watch this. Nevertheless, a spiritually enlightened personality may possess some such powers or may not, okay, but in any case, only one who is what? Yeah, generally advanced or an advancing spiritual personality can what? Discern the difference. Thus, you must strive to purify yourself and do what? Dispel the illusions and the misconceptions in your own mind as to what constitutes true spirituality, first of all, so that you may be led to what? The true spiritual teacher who can help you realize true spirituality for yourself. So you seek out those who what? Who exhibit what? Compassion, patience, dispassion, equanimity of mind, and most important, a selflessness. Okay, a selflessness that in contrast can be seen between what? Ordinary. Selfish. Oh, I missed the whole line here. Sorry, but okay. Seek out somebody who exhibit compassion. Okay, the passion, then they get there. Now, a stark contrast. These are advanced psychic powers, although they are not normally considered in this way, but a stark contrast can be seen between what? Ordinary egoistic human beings who think of what? Providing for themselves and the pleasures of the body, cardinal virtues, okay, lust, and at the expense of what? Others. You got these billionaires who had these parties and using people because they got the money to do all this nonsense. That's what they talk about. But then you got the ignorant and the worldly minded. And the more spiritually advanced individuals, they have qualities of what? The ignorant have qualities which are discontent, desire, hard-heartedness, distraction, mental agitation, restlessness, selflessness, etc. These are all the things of a person who are what? Egoistic. Those are your qualities, aka sad. When you lead, and all these things lead to experiences, you ready? This is what they lead to: pain, disappointment, more frustration in your life. Whereas the qualities of a spiritually advancing personality, watch this, live selflessness, contentment, peacefulness, detachment from the worldly possessions and relationships, etc. See the difference? And this leads to what? A greater level of inner peace and true self-discovery. These allow what? The mind to sink to deeper and deeper levels of what? Revealing the true nature of one's own true being, aka know thyself. It's all internal work. It's all personal work. It's all self-effort work. It's all self-everything. You have to do it for yourself. You will be the beneficiary of the work that you put in. Trust me on that one. In the spiritual realm, this is where we dwell. You may encounter what? The divine, in the form of God or goddess. God male, goddess female aspects, concepts. Or watch this, or an archetypal divine being. A human being, living righteous, exhibiting all those qualities that you need to be a good person. I'm a teacher of spiritual truths, but I live what I teach. That makes me a sage, a teacher. You may also experience what? This realm as wholeness, light, freedom, and an awakening, etc. That's the spiritual realm. And you need to understand what? That as you tread the path of the initiatic science, you will need to what? To gradually let go of what? All your mental concepts and notions of spirituality. Why? They were all wrong. Get to living it and you know it for yourself. You ain't got to take somebody else's advice or somebody else's ideas. Have your own. This means what? This means that whatever you discover about you is to be understood as what? A relative reality. Why? Because it is being perceived through what? The mind and the sense, which are limited. The mind can only conceive so much, and the physical body can only be aware of so much through the five senses. If you do not have a specific spiritual preceptor, teacher, sage, or guru, somebody who help you along your spiritual path, who is versed in what? Spiritual disciplines. Right there. You have to practice your spiritual truth by putting them into your spiritual lifestyle and calling it and using it as disciplines that you follow, that you govern yourself by. Certain things I'm not going to do. Why? It ain't right. It ain't good. I'm not partaking. Simple as that. Those are choices that you can make for yourself. When something is wrong and you know it's wrong and you do it, there's consequences that come with that. In the same way, when you know something's wrong and you do the right thing, you get rewarded for that. I'm just saying. And I keep explaining to you. I don't preach to you about God blessing you. I'm explaining to you and trying to teach you how and why he blesses you. Watch this. Now, when you have spiritual disciplines of yoga, and the most important idea you need to keep in your mind is what? Your own conviction to attain what? The highest level of knowledge one can achieve, which is nihas, aka to know thyself. Become conscious of who you are while in the physical body. That's becoming God conscious or knowing thyself. We know it as reaching nihas. Okay. But that's the goal for all human beings. Remember, we're divine spiritual beings having a human experience for the purpose of what? Realizing who we are in the flesh so we can go home in the spirit. When the physical body dies, the flesh can go back to the maker. I'll tell you the concept. I don't make it up. I just follow it. I understand it. And I just let you understand for yourself. It's your choice. Go ahead. It's just a concept. But you need to understand what? That as you tread the path of initiatic, you must, excuse me, you must honestly, again, and ardently, that means give your best effort. Ask for what? Assistance, help, reach out for what? Guidance, while offering what? All of your personal activities and your feelings to what? The divine. If you want to devote your good deeds toward divine, stop doing selfless acts. Stop doing the right thing for the right purpose. Simple. You ain't got to go join a church. You ain't got to fall to some organization. Just put yourself into that position and do it. You take care. Watch this. Now, as you learn about the various yoga paths that I teach you, you will begin to develop a feeling for what? For which course suits your personality. Again, you find what works for you and you work it to your best ability. That's right thinking. This is the reason why what? There are so many paths. It ain't just one size fits all. So many paths of what? Yoga disciplines. You got devotional yoga, you got yoga wisdom, you got yoga of action, and you got the life force development, aka serpent power. I told you about that, the Kundalini yoga. But these are all concepts that you can follow and use, and all of them are to do what? Get you to commune with your higher self. So anyone you choose, anyone you follow, they're all governed to do the same thing. I got a lesson for you that too. No matter which way you take it, religiously, spiritually, philosophically, the whole goal is to become what? Spiritually enlightened. So if that's the end game, no matter which route you take, you're trying to get the same place. Understand that? Let's go. Where I'm at. So watch this. Now, the process of becoming established on your personal path, and it is a personal journey for every individual, it may involve a lot of what? Personal ups and downs. Why? Because life is trial and error. However, you must be assured that if you follow through what you've been taught and what you believe, you will eventually reach the goal that you set for yourself. Expectations by anybody other than yourself should not be acknowledged. Only expectations you set or should be not living up to is the one you set on yourself. So that's the goal. And thus, when you do that, now it's called self-initiation. Why? Because you're making the conscious effort to do something for what? Yourself. To get involved in what? Something that's going to teach you how to be a better you, discover you, to know you, whatever you want to call it. But this is spiritual evaluation, evolution that you can learn and prosper by. Watch this. The self-initiation involves what? Your decision to make the mystic path of yoga your life's endeavor. It's a choice that you made. You must develop a strong what? Desire to what? Discover who you are and what the world is, and you must have a deep-rooted conviction that it is possible for you to understand and apply the principles and the disciplines of the yoga, aka right thinking philosophy, to your life, regardless of your life situations. At some point, you may want to become formally initiated by a particular spiritual preceptor or group of people you follow. The guy asked me, how can I become a Mason? No one. To want to be one, you got no one. Ask one, and they take it from there. I can help you with that also. I am one. So this means what? That you have decided to come into a closer association with what? With the teachings, right, in philosophy, as espoused by the teacher, aka moi, and that now you are desirous. You are desirous of what? Aligning yourself with the spiritual tradition of that teacher. I'm teaching you a philosophy that you can adopt, manifest, and live by. Right thinking philosophy is that. It's my yacht philosophy, just with my twist. Again, there are teachers, again, watch this, who specialize in certain aspects of yoga disciplines. I do them all. Not bragging. Just saying I perfected them all for the purpose of being able to teach them all to anybody who wants to learn a specific style. I know that style. It's like the martial arts, a boxing sport, anything. There are different styles, there are different techniques. Again, different teaching styles. Different people do it different ways. I know somebody teaching the same thing I'm teaching, but they do it totally different. Again, that's what I'm trying to explain to you. So moving on, when you have somebody who know all the yoga disciplines, for example, a spiritual preceptor may focus on yoga through the wisdom what teachings. I do that philosophy, and this implies studying daily. And after you study, you reflecting and rationalizing in the order to what to develop a subtle intellect, which will be able to discover what spiritual truth and understand them when they're presented to you. You can manifest them when you understand them. Another spiritual preceptor may focus on what? Developing and disciplining what? The physical body. That's the Tantra yoga that I told you I don't partake. I know it. I understand it. I can teach it to you. I just won't practice it with you. Okay? I'm not twisting myself. I'm not doing none of that. I go to the gym every day, so I take care of that aspect of the physical part. So I don't gauge in that. That's why. But again, I know it. I get less about it. I study to learn. Okay. Where we at? Almost done. We're almost home. Appreciate you. Hope you get this lesson. Where we at? Where we at? Okay, the physical part. Okay, right. Okay, now, another spiritual preceptor may focus on developing the discipline in the physical body through what? Through physical exercises and breathing exercises in order to what? Achieve the same goal. Again, whatever technique you use, the goal is still the same. Another may what? Focus on prayer. That's devotion to God. And another on meditation, my favorite, etc. See what I'm going with that? Everybody has a certain thing that they like about, and you pick out what works with your personality and you use it. That's the best way. However, always a however, if you find a preceptor, watch this, who is well versed in integral yoga, meaning versed in all five aspects, that's what I am, which is the combination of these main yoga paths and concepts. You should not what need to search further for another teacher. I can give you whatever you need. I got it all. Not bragging, just let you know that's who they talk about. I'm one of them who can give you every aspect. Moving on and wrap it up. Appreciate you again. Now, in the meantime, apply yourself to the teachings. What? To the best of your understanding, and if possible, associate with who? With others who are honestly seeking on the path of what? Self-discovery. Like-minded people do good fellowship. If you around people who ain't doing what you're doing, you're around the wrong people. Wow, you're gonna be the outsider. You're not gonna be welcome. So understand that. Finding those around you who are what? Sincerely interested in practicing yoga for spiritual development can be what? A powerful means to what? Your spiritual growth. I hang out with my church family. Why? Because they're good people. They follow the church tenets. They're good Christian people. So I'm learning from them how to see that everybody ain't bad. All Christians ain't hypocrites. Okay, so I'm learning from people who doing it, not from who's saying it. That's the difference. And when people come together like this, their energy, I'm on the prayer line, just got off. I do the prayer line, and what they're saying right here, I just want to use this. This is also true. Watch this. No, excuse me. When people come together in prayer, and we do that, we fast for the day in honor of our other people in prayer, ancestral prayer, group prayer. That's a beautiful thing. Watch this. And their energies are what? Multiplied where? Toward the task which they have chosen to undertake. Meaning you're all praying for the same thing and we're all putting it to God. And this is also true of spiritual practice, which is what Christians do. They practice spiritual concepts their way. Understanding, I get it. So therefore, those who meet and what? Help group settings. No, excuse me, those who meet each other can what? Can keep the enthusiasm and the level of interest up in the positive as well as in hard times. When we praying for our loved ones, our friends, going through tough times and rough times, that's what we do. We offer it up in prayer. Why? We all give our sympathy. We all give our condolences to anybody that we put in prayer. That's what it's all about. And we do it as a group. And it's a beautiful thing. I'm part of that, been part of it for a while, love doing it. So I understand the concept. Trust me, from that aspect. Why? I practice it. I ain't just talking about it. I practice it. About to wrap it up again. And watch this. Also, now in a group setting, the subtle vibration, which is the prayer that we all feeling, are more strongly, watch this, attuned to the study process, which in turn, what? Helps the process of concentration and getting understanding of what you're part of. If you're on the prayer line, you are a believer in God. You understand the concepts and you're here to share in what? The good and the bad times. It ain't just, well, it's all good. No, I came in years ago. We was all praying for things. I said, wow, maybe I come to the wrong spot. Now we're all giving thanks for things. I love that. And I'm one of them too. I give thanks to what's going on in my life. Share it. Okay, that's a good thing. And the group, what's this? The group learning process, I call it prayer line, is a powerful tool to practice. And with guidance of a spiritual receptor, which on the prayer line is my pastor, my advisor from the biblical aspect. Okay? So trust me, the tradition of initiation, if you're part of a group that's worth being part of, that's what you do. You follow somebody who's doing what you believe is the right way, and you become part of it and help them do what they're doing. I partake in the festivities. I'm the chef when it comes to the annual picnic and cookouts. Okay, but right thinkers, be part of something that's worthy. Get part of it and do your best work. Be your best self and advance in any walk of life that you partake in. Be the best you can at it. And that's the lesson. Right thinkers in closing, may you all live to be 100 and me 100 minus a day. So I never know that right thinker like you had passed away. I'll be back with more initiation information. I'm not done yet.